This is the biz tracker homepage. This is where you're going to input the name of your business, and this is where you can contact me. This is the navigation bar on how the sheets works, each of the sheets, and this is a mini calculator you can use to make calculation. If you want to do a simple calculation, you can just input it here, 4 5, just simple money calculations, you can do them here. Then below here, these are the trackers you are working with. These are the trackers, the sheets you are working with. This one is where you input your sales record. This is where you get your product analytics, total revenue that was generated, the total purchase amount, and the variance, the differences, the sales counts. And this is actually a graph. You'll be seeing graph as I input data and populate it. You see the graphs. This is a dashboard where you see your total inflow, total outflow, total balance, and your profit or loss statement. And then this is where you're going to input your purchase record as you are buying them. Now the stock validation is where you get your inventory stock levels. So this here, you are going to input the previous stock level, the one currently in your stores. These are where you're going to input them. So this is where you're going to make a list of your product. Let's say you sell t-shirts and shoes, for example. Let me just input these two. Then the previous stock level, let's say you have 56 on store, you have 28 on store. This is what it will be doing. Then the new stock purchase, as you are buying from here, let's say you bought 10 for 5,000 naira. You bought t-shirts and you bought 5 for 4,000 naira. Let's say you bought shoes. Okay, so from stock validation here, it says you bought 10, you bought 5 shoes, and the previous stock level together, you're having 66 on your store, 33 here. So as you are selling, it will be totaling here and be telling you the balance for each of these products. Now this one here is your bank. You can just change them from here, the banks you are using, so that it can appear in the drop down menu. So as you are buying from here, you put in your description, the quantity. Let's say we sold three of those t-shirts. Let's say we sold 3 for 15,000 naira. T-shirts here, you can just put in the banks. You can just put in the bank here. Then we sold, let's say this is the product analytics here. It says sale count. You sold 3 t-shirts, 15,000 naira has been made, and you bought, the total purchase amount for t-shirt is 50,000 that you've spent. The revenue you've made for t-shirt is 15,000, the variance 35,000 naira. Then the same thing for shoes. You've not actually sold anyone, so let's say you sold for let's say 18,000 naira shoes. Product analytics here said you sold for 18,000 naira and you actually purchased for 20,000 naira. The variance, the difference here is 2,000 naira. So you can see the graph I was talking about. It has started increasing here. Then the dashboard here, total inflow of money, that's 3,000 so far. Total outflow, that's when you make expense, is going to detail it here. Then the balance here. Then the highest selling product so far is 4 shoe, because you sold 4, the best seller. Okay, so let's say from here you sold another 2 t-shirts. Let's say you sold another 2 t-shirts. It will be telling you that you actually have a higher selling product, t-shirts, because you sold 5 so far. But shoe has the highest revenue generated, bestseller, 18,000 naira. So you're actually still making a loss here. This is what it will be telling you, that you're making a loss, because the income, okay, this purchase cost of product here is going to be telling you, is going to be calculating with respect to the amount of product that have been sold so far. You actually purchase the product that have been sold so far cost 41,000 naira. Okay, total here is 70,000 for everything, but with respect to the one you've sold already is 41,000 naira, and you make a sale of 33,000 naira, that means you're making a loss. How much do you lose? 8,000 naira. Okay, that's because I just amounted some, okay, let's put in some amount here. If the amount is actually accurate, so from here, let's see. Okay, still loss. Let's see. I'll have to do the math, but that is going to take some more time. Let's say we sold 20,000 naira. Shoot, 20,000 naira. We sold for, because for this one does unit price calculation, but from here I didn't actually amount it. So if I were to do the unit price calculation here, it's supposed to be more than, let's just say this is what you sold. So the from the dashboard here, oh, it's still some loss. Okay, let's say 10,000 naira here. T-shirt, okay. It will be telling you profit and the amounts that you actually profited on from here. It will be telling you the amounts that you profit after deducting the expense and the purchase cost of that particular product from the income. It's now going to tell you your profit here. And this is just a graph. Okay, so if there is an expense here now, let's say other expense, let's say 3,000 naira dashboard. Okay, so you'll be seeing that there is an expense and 30,000 naira here is still a loss, but I'm sure if your data are accurate, it's going to be telling you your profit or loss with respect to what you've sold. So stock validation, you can see we sold 5 so far, we sold 4 here, so the balance in your stock is 61 and 29 after deducting everything. So this one is going to accurately tell you how many is left in your store, and this one is going to just be doing some little analysis, and you're telling you your profit and loss statement. Then this one is just basically on your product, how much money is coming in for this particular product, how much is going out, and how many you've sold so far, and the graph and the balance for each after removing the purchase. And so in a nutshell, the only parts of this tracker that you're actually inputting records are this main tracker and as you're selling, and this one as you're buying. So if you need clarity, that's when you check in the product analytics and the dashboard and the stock validation. And remember, you have to input your products. You list out your product items here and the previous stock level, or if there is no previous stock level, you can just leave it blank. It doesn't matter. The new stock purchase is going to calculate plus the sales count, the count here, and then it will tell you the balance